I'm Anne, this is Books, Yarn, and Tea. Today I'm going to be doing the About Me Booktube tag. This was originally created by Harriet Rosie, and I'll be linking her video down below. Harriet created this tag as a way to get to know other YouTubers. She brought up that she likes knowing who the person is, not behind the camera, but in front of the camera, a little bit more about what you do when you're not sitting in front of the camera talking about books. So I thought this was a great tag. I really liked it. All the questions, so here we go. First question is, what do you study / what is your job? I recently graduated from college, and by recently, I'm rapidly realizing it's getting close to a year. So maybe that's not so recent anymore. I studied German language and literature and international studies, focusing on Europe in college, so that definitely influences the books I read. Right now, I work as what's called a technology assistant. I basically supervise and answer questions in the computer lab at my local public library. And I just recently applied to pursue a graduate degree in library science. Question number 2 is, what is your favorite social media channel? Harriet's particularly interested in social media. She runs social media accounts for a business, so she wanted to know, what's your favorite one? Well, I've got 2. One of them's very, very specific. I really enjoy Twitter. I enjoy just the coming together of ideas, all the craziness that people will talk about, like the dress and the llamas. I would not have known about either of those things without Twitter. Also, breaking news and people's immediate reactions to news. I think fascinating development that has come out of the creation of Twitter. I also really enjoy Ravelry, which is a social media site for knitters and crocheters. It's great. I love it so much. Question number 3 is, if you had another channel, another YouTube channel, what would it be about? Probably something to do with knitting. Not sure what you can do though. Question number 4 is, do you play any instruments? I played piano for several years in elementary school. I played clarinet for 2 years in the end of elementary school, and I have played the cello since 4th grade, all the way through college. I was first chair for part of the time in high school and also part of the time in college. I haven't touched my cello since I graduated from college though, so I really need to do that. 5th question is, what hobbies do you have other than reading? Obviously the big one's knitting and internet stuff. I also crochet a little bit and weave. I took a weaving class in college and really enjoyed it, and as kind of a birthday, Christmas present, my mom got me my own loom, and I really enjoy that too. It's just a little bit more labor intensive than knitting, so it's a little bit harder to just sit down and do. Question number 6 are your favorite TV shows. I absolutely love West Wing. I've rewatched West Wing twice in the past year, all 7 seasons, even after Aaron Sorkin left. I also really like Bob's Burgers and Archer. And Parks and Rec, which is over now, which is sad. I watch a fair amount of TV, but those are probably my top ones. I am looking for TV recommendations right now too. So if you have recommendations based on the random things that I just listed. I also like Game of Thrones, but I'm not excited about this season. I'm really annoyed that they're going past where the books are and they're cutting characters. Question number 7 is, what got you into reading? My parents, particularly my mom. My mom would read to me all the time. Growing up, we would read before bedtime. Learned a love of books from her very early on, and it just kept going. Question number 8 is, what is your favorite and your least favorite genre? I think my favorite genre, I'm realizing, is definitely fantasy. I hadn't realized how much I love fantasy in a while. And least favorite? I don't really have a least favorite. I'm very willing to try anything. I haven't read a whole lot of horror. I haven't read a whole lot of romance, but I wouldn't say they're my least favorite genres. I just haven't read as much. Question number 9 is, what books define your childhood? Obviously the big one is Harry Potter. As Harriet said, that one, we're just gonna throw that one out there. Everybody of the millennial generation knows Harry Potter was a pretty influential series. Other books, mainly series I guess, that I read that were very influential for me as a kid. Oz series by L. Frank Baum. I feel like a lot of people don't know about these books. They're just really great books, great fantasy, really amazing considering the time they were written, which is right around the turn of the 20th century. Also, the Redwall series by Brian Jakes, which is low fantasy with little creatures like mice and rats and hares and badgers. And then obviously Lord of the Rings was a very important series for me. My middle name is actually Arwen from the Lord of the Rings series, so that was a big influence. I've read all of those books, I think, before The Fellowship of the Ring came out, and I was 10. So the Lord of the Rings took over my brain for a very long time. And finally, question number 10 is, tell us an interesting fact about you. I guess the middle name one is kind of like my go-to interesting fact, but I already said that. So, I have 5 cats. Actually, I have 6. My mom and I have 5 cats, and then my boyfriend and I have a cat of our own that lives down at his house. Really not a crazy cat lady, I swear. I just really fit the stereotype of a librarian. So that's it for the Booktube About Me tag. I hope you learned a little bit more about me. Check out Harriet Rosie's original down in the description. Let me know an interesting fact about you down in the comments. I will see you next time. Bye!